Welcome in, welcome in. New York. S. Dot, welcome in. So if y'all are just joining, this is episode 2 of a weekly podcast, the Rezzed List. It is all things Second Life. My name is Nini Bay. I have been in Second Life for over 16 years. I have been gaming for almost probably over 20. And I am a content creator here on TikTok. So first up, we're going to get started. Ladies, as you know, the holidays just finished up and there was a lot of big sales. So I know a lot of y'all had a big haul. Today's outfit is from July. Shout out to July, who put all of her content 90% off at the store. I'm sure everybody bought the whole store out. I'm talking mega packs, fat packs, everything. So the top, the shorts, and the shoes are from July. The bag is from Legio. The headphones are from Neko. And the chain is from, where is the chain from? The chain I got at the label event. It's called the Magnetic Heart Pink. Appreciate y'all. Hope y'all share it live. If you can't stick around, let other people know about it. So that's where today's fit is from. The jewelry is from Piece of Me. Usually purchased on a Saturday sale. They are a Saturday sale participant. I think July, as a creator for their clothing, they bring a lot of versatility. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be honest, if you want something with your ass hanging out, they got it. If you want something that's cute but sassy, like I think today's outfit is a little off the shoulder, oversized sweatshirt, then that look is for you as well. She has something for everyone, so check out July. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Bree. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay tapped in. Um, First question of the day for the podcast: what's everybody's go-to if you're in Second Life? Like, what is something that you cannot live without in Second Life? Appreciate the share, New York. Duty, appreciate the love. So if y'all are just joining me, I had just asked, if you're in Second Life, what is that one go-to item that you wear with every fit? Whether it's your tattoos or your nails or your jewelry, you have like that signature jewelry. My electronic. Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Got called into work. No, duty, it's no problem. I figure something came up. We can do it another time on your next day off. I'd have to say for me, Bree, my go-to is probably my signature pink hair. I don't feel right if it's something else. It's like my trademark, and my jewelry. I just got a custom chain made. It should be ready shortly. I will definitely have the creator on to talk about her jewelry. She makes custom skins for both Second Life and the 5M communities. I need my music, LOL. Oh, Adore, how are you? You have, so okay. You have to put me on to the whole like the electronics thing, because I see people. I had a friend in Second Life, and he had like this whole, it looked like monitors that popped up in front of his face, like he was at his computer, and one of the screens was like Spotify, and it played like a whole playlist. Like, it was playing a whole playlist. And I've seen the Spotify HUDs that you wear over your head that will let other people know what you're listening to at the moment, but it doesn't play anything. So that one's low key. I like that one. But the other ones that play music are also kind of cool. And I need that. I have my PSP and my headphones. Yeah, so I use the My Story HUD system, kind of like a avatar maintenance. Duty with the galaxy, everybody. Duty. Shout out to Duty. Y'all make sure to follow Duty. W, Chief of Police in Grizzly World Whitelist. Welcome to the jungle. Y'all, please follow him. He's an awesome content creator and a very, very, very special member of Team Forever. So, shout out to Duty. What is your hair? It looks like it's slightly moving, but it's not flexy. It is flexi prims. Flexi prims work wonders, I think, for avatars now. But back in the day, everybody knows flexi hair wasn't it. It was mesh hair. It fit and formed to the head and body and just kind of laid. But the flexi hair I like because it moves with you and it looks fluidic. So this hair is made by, I want to say Santi. If you go to the Angelic shop, you will find Santi. I want to say it's either their parent shop or creator, but they do have a lot of prim hair, and they usually have a Saturday sale. They are a Saturday sale participant. So yeah, it's Santi, and then the other one is Angelic. Appreciate you asking. Yeah, it's like a bit of both. Yeah, the collab hairs are called Angelic. Appreciate you. So I just want to recap what we talked about last week, y'all. Last week was episode 1. It was my first podcast episode. It was awesome. We had a lot of engagement and we're shooting for the same. Last week we discussed what Second Life really is. I appreciate that follow. Second Life is more than a game. Most Second Life veterans know that it is the OG metaverse. So, metaverse is like reality or a virtual world that has its own economic system, commerce. You can have businesses. So, what you put into Second Life, you can also, money wise, what you put in, you can also exchange back out. You can make real life money in Second Life. You can own businesses. You can have clients. You can work for someone. You can landscape, build, and all of that. No, are you new to SL? No, I'm not. I'm not new to SL. I'm 16, 17-year vet in Second Life. I just am here to dispel a lot of misinformation. And I'm not saying that I know everything. A lot of misinformation with the uptick of people coming into Second Life, just explaining it as a game is definitely much more than that. It's easy to call it a game. I call it a game sometimes. You play games within a game. We're gamers. But Second Life is a not so intuitive, not so friendly user metaverse in which you can do just about anything. Mr. Red Flag, I appreciate the likes. So last week we did explain a metaverse. I did kind of touch on the difference between 5M and Second Life, but I'm not going to go too much back into that, only because in my opinion people are trying to compare apples and oranges. You cannot compare five. The only, I think some of the only similarities that they have is some of the players play both. There's role play, and there is sims and not servers. So did you know SL has most dedicated players in the metaverse? That's a good fact. I've been on for a year. Okay. Nothing much, Mr. Red Flag. We're just in Second Life once again. We're just doing the second podcast. We definitely got some people that's been in SL. Shout out to all these members of the Second Life community. We talked about our must-have items this week. I just also want to bring to light that Second Life has a huge community. They do have, if you go to secondlife.com/my/community/events, that you will see their calendar and all the upcoming events that they have. They also have Second Life University, and Second Life University is doing, they just returned with a special new episode that features Axel Truth, aka Mesh Monster. Watch Axel walk through one of the most important updates for content creators. So it's very easy for people to gatekeep, but it's very easy to find the information through Second Life. And I'm finding that there's a lot of gatekeeping coming on these days. It's a lot of information. You just got to know where to look for it at. So Second Life do have classes. There's other creators that also share their knowledge, whether it is free or paid. My suggestion is you always find out before you invest in yourself, what type of accreditation are they bringing to the table? Like, how will you know that they are capable of passing this knowledge on in a timely fashion? And also, how extensive do you need it? Because they might charge you for a class and, a lot of it is just, here, go to this website and read. So you have to be careful, like anything else. First rule of the internet, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So this episode, we have no special guests. We may have a surprise guest if New York decides she's gonna pop in. We are gonna take a field trip. Love the field trips. We're gonna go to some of the cooler spots in SL. We're going to talk about what it means to be new in Second Life. And I'm also going to focus on the top 3 sales in Second Life, and we'll talk about one event. So appreciate that. Appreciate my hand heart. Appreciate my heart me. Second Life has amazing sales for people who are just getting started. They're the weekend sale and the Saturday sale. You can find that information right here on seraphim.com. I'm going to drop that link. We'll try to pin it for a minute. I appreciate y'all coming in. So again, that website, which is a third-party partner that works with Second Life, has all, yay, we got our we met goal. Thank you very much for everybody who helped me achieve that goal. Not only do Seraphim have the weekend sales, they also have events that are just for men, because everybody knows that it is difficult to find good quality stuff for guys. They have the low on reoccurring events. Like, what do they have right now? Access. The Access event is one of the longest running, biggest events that I know of. There's also talking about the weekend sales, again, going back to Happy Weekend Sale, Saturday Sale, and So Kwai Sundays. So Kwai Sundays used to be my favorite sale because at that time my avatar had a very kind of Kwai soft girl look, and I felt like that sale in particular catered to some of the things that I was looking for. 65 Linden is what the items go on sale for at participating stores. Basically, you join the So Kwai Sunday group. They do have a note card and a website. And this is important to point out. On the website, not all the items are listed, just highlighted. But on the note card that they give out in the group gift, all of the stores participating in the So Kwai Sunday sale are listed. So it's basically better to look at the note card, but I'm lazy as fuck. So I just kind of focus on what's shown on the website. So a lot of people ask, and I don't mean to keep saying a lot of people, this is what I hear, and I'm one person, so it's a lot to me. I don't mean to make it seem like this is the consensus because I know that it's not. What is there to do in Second Life is usually the question. What is there to do? So, do you just take pictures? Do you just play dress up doll? No, there are role play sims. There are destinations that you can explore that have worlds within worlds. There are art galleries. There are open mic and poetry places. There are writing groups. There are businesses, real life businesses, where you might need to handle something like customer service wise, and you go and you speak to someone in your avatar that represents you with their avatar that represents said business. There are escape rooms, all kinds of places, plus the classes and universities that we talked about. Everything. Yes, like New York said, everything. So you simply have to have the patience to explore anything you can think of, really. Exactly. Appreciate that follow, Brescia. Vacation resorts. I love the underwater sim. It was beautiful. Yes, the underwater, the excursions. I remember once I had a mermaid avatar and took pictures, made this whole avatar, took pictures. So, yes, if you're into taking pictures, it's a lot of detail. You can do just about anything. Anything that you can think of to search for, you will find. It's a vast rabbit hole. It's a virtual rabbit hole. But in that rabbit hole, instead of just having to go through it by yourself, you get to meet beautiful people and friendly people who just want to explore also. So in passing those people, you share where you've been, share where you're going, and give credit to those people who have built those sims and created those worlds that we love so much. The one field trip that I was thinking about taking, me and New York have recently been going to a lot of Japanese sims. My latest post is on a kind of Neo Tokyo style sim with a bunch of like neon lights and anime gigantic statues and posters and futuristic buildings, and that is Core and Gore. How do you look? Mel, what's up? Welcome in. Another week of the Rezzed list. I appreciate y'all coming through. Next month is going to be really exciting because as a Black content creator for the month of February, I also wanted to showcase other Black content creators. So we will be doing a weekly segment throughout February that focuses on Black content creators in Second Life. If anyone has any business inquiries or suggestions, would like to be a part of this podcast, please DM me for further information. New York has a lot of great places. We've been a lot of places. As I said, just very recently, the best place to look if you're looking for a new place to go is the destination guide. So what you do is that's secondlife.com/destinations. I'm going to post that there. This is where you find all kinds of adventure and fantasy. I'm just going to do a search since I mentioned rabbit hole. Maybe our field trip should be Alice in Wonderland. Let's see if anybody's created an Alice in Wonderland sim. There used to be. I'm definitely just looking at this. Thank you, Ms. Noor. Join in world groups as well. Yeah, there are a lot of good communications that come out. One thing that I definitely suggest for those that can and are willing, that you definitely want to subscribe and become a premium Second Life member. That maximizes the amount of groups you can join, or else you will forever play group deletes shuffle. Every time some interesting group comes up and you're out of group slots, you have to get rid of something. So just keep that in mind. You are limited to so many group slots. I know, right? 150 isn't enough for me. It's not. I really like, and it took them years to even change that, but hopefully it will change again. They have made, at least that change. So we're good with that. I appreciate everybody coming in. Again, if you just popped in, this is the Rezzed List podcast, a podcast where we discuss all things Second Life. If you are interested, have any comments or suggestions that you'd like to share with me, the host, Nini Bay, you can definitely hit me up here on TikTok is the best way to get started. Just send me a DM. Also, for serious business inquiries, you can send me a DM. If you would like to be featured on the podcast, also please send me a DM. We definitely are looking for some guests with hot topics. We are looking for some designers and content creators. And make sure, y'all, to be sure to follow one another from this live, engage with one another, and support one another as we go on our content creator journeys. So what's everybody, don't beat me, I'm coming, I've been working so much. I understand, Mel. I understand what it's like. I got some extra time off this week, so whenever you have time, I will make time. What's everybody rocking as far as bodies right now? Mesh body. Who's using what? Let me pop up again because we're going to get ready to head out. We are getting ready to take our little field trip. Legacy, fire. Yup. Legacy been in the game for a minute. I'm 7 months in and I still have my reborn. That's what I use, Livy. I use the reborn body. I also wanted to focus on I also wanted to focus on Second Life social media. I always have clothes across the grid with my legacy and reborn. Yes, can't decide what to switch to and have the legacy bombshell pin up. Well, it sounds like we need to do with the little research, of course, it sounds like we need to do a podcast episode just discussing the differences on the mesh bodies. Because now Muneka has thrown their hat into the ring. So you got Legacy, Maitreya, E-Body Reborn, Muneka, and what's the other one that I'm missing? Cupra. I think I covered them. I also have a great podcast coming up in February where we will be discussing mesh heads. I'll have a content creator on. Dag. Noor, they're all coming out crazy. So do we got any role players in the group right now in chat? Appreciate that follow. I want to learn how to play. I love role play. I feel like there's some very general rules to RP, and then there's some that are going to be based on the lore of the sim that you play on. Chanel, you do RP as well. Is anybody currently role playing in Second Life? You have people that don't RP in Second Life? Yes, Mel, that's correct. Like currently, right now, I am not RPing per se. I am renting on an RP community that I plan to RP on, but I'm not in any rush to get started. I play an ogre with my little Fiona looking self in one of my AVs I hang with. I love that. I'm just getting back into SL, so still getting my stuff together. Yes, Chanel, the same for me too. I can relate to that. I've always been in and out of SL. I take breaks and then I pick it back up. This time, I've been in consistently probably for the past year. I RP by my lonesome. I just do my story and do SML workouts sometimes. I love family RP. That's usually me. It's like IMVU. I also am in IMVU. Shout out to Viv the Vigilante. Um, IMVU is very static to me. At least when I used to be in there, but I haven't been in IMVU for years. They have a very good mobile app though. The graphics are very good. You can do just about everything. And back in the day, they had your character had a website that was HTML scripted. So if you knew HTML, you could really trick out your website. You could embed music, you could add stickers. It was very, very, you could move your bio and everything. It was very customizable. But I still felt like at the time, I loved IMVU, the look of the avatars, not so much Second Life, but I had friends in Second Life that kept trying to pull me over. I made the transition and I loved Second Life because it wasn't as static. When you're in IMVU, you're just standing in a chat room, you know, SL, you can walk around or walk across the whole sim. So correct me if it has changed or not. I started on IMVU. So we had a couple of people cross over. Diamond says, I want to try Second Life, but the controls and the character creation is so complicated. Diamond, you're not lying. It's not user friendly. It's not. I definitely suggest having someone experienced with at least a year's experience to show you the ropes and show you how. So if you need help, you know, we are very helpful, friendly. So just DM me if you need a little extra help learning the basics. I was on IMVU and 5M. I'm looking for other places to role play. Check out Suburban City. Suburban Luxury RP has one of the most beautiful RP cities and the most supportive RP communities. Shout out to Yemi. She's always doing something. It's across 8 sims. She has 8 sims, including a full amusement park. They have a Discord where you can post your character backstory. They do character blogs with like photos and what your character's been up to. They have a full hospital. They have working restaurants, including a Benihana, Buffalo Wild Wings. So check it out. Once you get it down, it's easy and it takes over. You try to use the controls in everything. Bobby Bright is not lying. Shout out to Bobby Bright. Good advice given right there. Once you're in, you're locked in. Once you get it, it's, you know, just with the decorating alone, for those people that are kind of social loners and just want to decorate and stuff like that, this is just one of 4 of my places. I love this skybox because it has some pretty rain. Let's do the rain with no noise. And let's see if it actually rezzes. Yep, it's raining now. Who wouldn't want to sit here and look at that? Is it raining? Because I don't see it. Hold on. I'm trying to get off Sims 4. I just started 2 years ago and I really want an open world. Again, Diamond, valid point. We all love Sims and there's some phenomenal content creators. You can make good content, but for us that love to socialize, I want you to be able to come over to my house and see all that I did. And in Sims 4, you just can't do that yet. You just can't. Decorating too, yes. Total shopaholic. Yes, me too. We're going to take that field trip now. Since we're on the topic of decorating and Sims was brought up, you know how you spend forever. You know how you spend forever looking for your mods in Sims, your furniture. And sometimes you load it in and it doesn't come out just the way you want. Oh, I think we're in the middle of running restarts. sadly. I'm always changing my face. Yes, it's Tuesday, rolling restarts. So we'll be rolling through the restarts. I appreciate y'all hanging out. If you just joined, welcome to the Rezzed list. This is a weekly podcast that focuses on all things Second Life. And I'm loving the engagement because everybody who is in Second Life wants to share their experiences and has good sound advice. There isn't one person that I've come across that didn't have something that I could learn from, something that I could take away from. So here we are. We are at, I pronounce it Earth. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. It's ERFE Designs. It's one of the hottest places for furniture, and it looks like they have started to do homes now. Okay, so just a word of advice. This is what you do. It's 2 steps. It's 2 steps. Go to secondlife.com and create an account. Do not download the Second Life viewer. There are different viewers to log into the world. You'll go to Firestorm. Okay, just Google Firestorm Second Life viewer, or here, I'll put the link for you so you download that viewer. It's better to get started with that. So remember, you're going to create an account on secondlife.com, but then you're going to download the Firestorm viewer at that website. Okay, good, Mel. You got your Firestorm together already? W. Again, I'm definitely here. I'm not how do you call it? Unreachable. I'm always on TikTok. It is like my second job. If you do have any questions, if you have any comments, suggestions, or you want to be featured on the podcast, you want a way to contribute, just hit me up. If your computer ain't top notch, run the graphics and draw distance low, or your experience will suck. Can we DM you if we need you? Absolutely, 100%. So we did a featured store, which was July. We did not travel to July, but we are now at Earth Designs, and Earth, let's say, is our feature. Appreciate the love. I'm getting so much love. Like, I just want to give a round of applause for everybody because y'all are W. We got 16 people in chat right now. Who plays Second Life right now? Don't be shy, y'all. Let's engage. Even the way the stores are set up, I love. This reminds me of like a fancier version of IKEA because they have the product staged right here. I have this mirror. Oh my God, I have this mirror. This mirror is so fire. In SL, you can see reflections now. Materials are better quality. There's PBR, like the floor right now has that slight reflection to it as well. You can use your mic. So the only thing is, like, case in point, where I am right now, the sim owner, meaning the owner of this sim, has a right to take away permissions. So voice is not permitted here, but there is voice through DM. So y'all can call each other and be in a call either on Discord or in world. Appreciate that follow. If anyone wants to add me in world, my name is Chanel DaCosta. If you need That's a W. Shout out to the community. I just think that Second Life has some of the most helpful, most kind hearted people. You have so many people already willing to help. Please add her because, like I said, I feel like nobody knows everything, but there's something that you can take away from each and every person. We're already 45 minutes into this podcast, y'all. And we've already gone over so much. We've gone over July. We talked about last week. We helped people download Second Life. Talked about our avatars. We're here at Earth Designs, which is a furniture store. I'm a cam shopper, y'all. Ooh, but this is nice. Every day is a new chance. Oh, is it? Okay, okay. And it's blue though. I don't really fuck with blue, but I love it. I love this. Hold on. No, I haven't gone to the 1250 sale. Is it popping? Zay, I should go. 20 people in chat. I'm letting y'all know right now, next week, if I get 30 people in this chat, I'm doing a giveaway. We're doing a Linden giveaway. It's only it's only okay, I see your question. It's like 5M, like you have to eat, drink, etc. Only if you want. I appreciate that share, Bree. Thank you. Only if you want. I do use a character management system. It's called My Story. It is free. It's a HUD system. What it does is you level up while you manage your social, your happiness, your health, your energy, your thirst, and your hunger. They also have a Discord. They also have a home sim headquarters that has a lot of yummy, cool freebies. So I use the My Story system. You can cook with that. You can buy ingredients, or if you want to get down into the earth, the salt to the earth, you can farm, grow your ingredients, and then cook your food. Shout out to Milo who does it. Appreciate that follow. Appreciate that FYP, y'all. Ruby, thank you. I think I might get this, y'all. This blue is so pretty. It kind of reminds me of like you're doing a coastal home. Oh, this one is pretty too with the feathers. Very boho chic. Like, don't get me started, y'all. I'll get distracted. So it's just the actual idea that you can go to the stores, you can walk around as a shopper in a virtual world, get your items, take it home, unbox it, and decorate. And you can make all that RP if you want. You can make that part of your stream. You can engage with your audience. Like right now, like, okay, which one should I get? You know, you and your little yeah shopping, y'all are having a conversation on what gets what. Oh yeah, I love that. That's what I'm talking about. All of this creativity and the fact that you got to pay homage to the fact that somebody created this, you know? Somebody created this. Let's see. Yeah, we getting it. We done we got the blue feather decorative set. It's 7 pieces. We paid less than 300 Linden for a 7 piece decorator set that we'll lay out. I'll post pictures on my story later. Yes, exactly. Every place you visit has been created by a player. Girl, you lagging trying to make that trash game look good. I appreciate your comments. Appreciate you adding to the live. Poor thing must have got hurt in here. You know, they be just trying to meet their whole husband. But anyway, we back to the mirrors and stuff like that. Like I love that you could see the reflections. Like mirrors is like that. If you want to talk about the hottest item for 2025 and 2026, it's a damn mirror. It's a mirror. It's the PBR flooring and textures. And if shopping isn't your thing and you're a total entrepreneur, then you build a shop. You don't want to have an in-world shop, then you put your items on the marketplace. Second Life has a website where content creators can upload their wares, players can purchase them, and it is insta delivered to you in world. Even if you're not in world, like you know how many times that I've sat at my computer not in world, still shopping and purchase stuff. I hate when people do that just because they had a bad experience. They try to convince others to. It's true. You know, I another inspiration for the reason why the Rezzed podcast was created was I was watching someone else whom I won't mention, and there was just a lot of misinformation about Second Life, and they kept comparing it to 5M. Bro, it's not 5M because Second Life is not a game. It's a metaverse. And for people who need, we discussed all of that last week, so I don't want to backpedal, but if you just Google the definition of metaverse, then you will find out how deep the rabbit hole goes, how vast it is. And if you find your place within that, whether that's to become a content creator or to create a business or something, there's people who've created dating apps like Tinder in here, successful, and make money, real life money. I don't even compare it to VR coming from VR chat. Yes, that's correct. Like I VR chat again just seems kind of static to me. Like you're in there, and when I do watch VR streams, which are trending now on TikTok by the way, guys, they are just static. Speaking of static, we have been here for a minute, but you see, y'all can watch me walk around and move. I didn't see that much from VR chat. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Do you buy real money to make your look realistic? There's nothing. Second Life is the blueprint. There's nothing like it. Chanel, you gotta add me on here because you are speaking my love language. Noir says, "See, I experience it in the headset, and like SL, it's an amazing immersive experience. VR chat is dope in the headset. No VR chat, just a standing person." Okay, Jay. That's what I thought. Do you buy real money to make your character look realistic? Okay, so your real money, you can purchase Linden. So you do an exchange for real life money. So Second Life has its own commerce, right? Its own economy. So the dollar, the US dollar is worth so many Linden. Like let's say you take $20 and it gets you about 4,300 Linden. 4,300 Linden, you can rent a place, which last week, that's also what we did. We discussed and looked at some really cool places that were called multi-scene rentals for about 150 Linden a week. You can live in a home that you can change. They have all these different scenes that you can change it to, whatever your vibe, whatever your mood is. You can purchase items off the marketplace with those Linden. You can purchase things in world with those Linden. Yes, things for your avatar, furniture, cars, accessories, food, props. Joy, appreciate that follow. Whatever you want. All right, I'm gonna do that right now. Oh, I forgot the D. Beautiful picture. We got her. We got you added. I know that's you. Yeah, I'm not in just yet, but I'll accept when I log in a few. All right, bet. Most welcome. So again, y'all, if you're just joining, we are just browsing around. We are coming close to the end of this podcast, guys. I do want to keep it under an hour. This way, we never run out of topics to discuss. We did talk about so much today. We put people on to Second Life. We talked about content creators in Second Life, the economy of Second Life, and places to go. We did take a little field trip. We started at Team Forever headquarters and we ended up at Earth Designs, which is a furniture store, content creator store with some fire content. As you can see right here, like that's just beautiful. If that came in pink, I would probably buy a house just around getting this whole bed thing. Appreciate that follow, Nana. So my IRL nickname is Nini, and I see another Nini too. You can add me as well. I got you. Hold on. This is what I love. I love the network. I love for us to have people in world. Let me copy that because I can't. Okay, I see it. Oh, it didn't let me. Let me just do it over here. I sent it. How much to start off with? That's a really good question. We got these Ninis up in the house. I would definitely say $75 to $100 solid, because what's going to happen if you start lower than that, you're just going to keep adding to it. So but I've done avatars probably between 40 and 50 with multiple outfits, a good foundation to build off of. So if you need help, like I said, there's plenty of people in here. Y'all be sure to add one another so y'all can DM one another and find your way in Second Life. Appreciate the love. Chanel says, that will cover everything you need to start: head, body, skin, hair, and some outfits, maybe even a little place to live in too. Exactly, Chanel, because last week I showed people, I gave them to put on 150 linden a week for a multi-scene. You could have a little apartment in Paris or a loft in New York. Like, you could change it. So it's so fire. There's good land for rent for the low. Miss Johnson, appreciate that follow. Welcome in, everybody. Yo, that is Put us on. Chanel said, I found a little place for 45 linden a week on the beach. Okay, but I saw it and it was cute. That is cute. Mrs. Joseph, how are you? Look at him jumping on it. I'm telling you, Second Life, those cheap places for the low prime real estate. Put them on. Put them on. About to log on. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to go ahead and TP back to the Team Forever HQ. I have an entire city I'm making. Miss Joseph, if you would like, and you want to participate in the podcast, DM me. Let's get your city featured. Let's see what you've done. Let's see, you can talk to us about the process, because a lot of people are doing that now, building their entire city, making it a whole project. To me, it's more than decorating. It's more like an artistic vision. Yes, a lot of work. It is a lot of work. And I feel like the more experienced you are, the more you can utilize your space. I also like the challenge of having to work within, even if you have 5,000 prim, you still are not limitless. You still are restricted to a certain amount. So, like, let's say you're trying to build Paris and you want the Eiffel Tower. Like, how are you going to fit that within that allotment? It's so cool. Shout out to the builders and landscapers. The only thing I hate those camera angles, boy. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, who didn't I get? It's Kalia Jameson. Hold on, let me get that. No, that's... I can't find that. Hold on. Where's who from? Chanel. All right, this is y'all last opportunity to, well, add each other. Make sure y'all add each other. I did purchase the little 7-piece decor from Earth. We discussed Second Life and the things that you can do, avatar design and function. We discussed how to download Firestorm. We also went over Second Life classes and the fact that if you go to certain sims, you'll be able to find information on how to take a class that teaches you. They do have newbie boot camps. They do have scripting classes. So if you are a budding entrepreneur and you need to brush up on some skills, those classes are available to you. teleport of the week was to Earth Designs. And our inventory flex was July. That's the fit that I'm wearing. She had a 90% off sale just after Christmas. Shout out to July. I'm starting school next month for fashion. Shout out to Chanel. Hi. Thank you for the likes. And again, y'all, just big round of applause. Again, these podcasts were meant to be kept under an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and end the live, but I appreciate y'all. I couldn't do the podcast without y'all. We had a good amount of people in. If the amount of participation increases, like I said, starting with the next podcast, I will be doing giveaways, so stay tapped in for that. Appreciate you all. Much love. Team forever. And I'm going to go ahead and enjoy the rest of my Second Life adventure. Hope to see y'all in it. Later.